Rugby League is back. In 2001, NRL on Optus is your new channel. Totally committed to...
He's the most experienced player in the game. His tally, 267 first-grade appearances. His debut against Great Britain.
There's half a metre in it. Now it goes out to Toby.
His combative nature has won him few fans with officialdom.
Jeff's asking the question. Now I think he sent Toby off as well. He sent the captain off as well.
But it is this very trait that has seen him throw himself into the rugby league maelstrom time and time again. But now, questions are being asked. Is he too old?
And it's a penalty. It is a penalty to the Eagles. So they will persevere. Oh! Toby's lost the ball.
Is it time for him to retire?
Toby! Just little Jeffrey! Oh, he's gone. He's down.
And he had support in Miles coming back on the inside. Toovey is in Disneyland.
Tonight, Jeff Toovey is on home turf, leading a Northern Eagles squad that is desperate for a win. It's a risky bet to underestimate a champion, and you'll witness this tonight on Nine's Wide World of Sports. The Northern Eagles versus the West Tigers. Friday Night Football on Nine's Wide World of Sports.
As we welcome you down to Brookvale Oval, the Sydney home ground of the Northern Eagles, and they haven't played here at Brookvale on a Friday night since they became the Northern Eagles. But it has been fruitful for them. 5 from 7 they've won during 2000 and 2001 as the West Tigers take the ground for this opening to round 8. And they're going very well, albeit for the problems and the turbulence they've had within the club. 4 wins, the Tigers. They can go from 7th position up to number 3 conceivably at the end of this weekend. A long shot chance for them, but still it's there. Captain Darren Centre. Long way from Campbelltown down to Brookvale, or from Leichhardt even, I suppose. And not such a bad crowd in. It's a beautiful night. A smiling Jeff Toovey leads the Eagles out. What's this, game 268 for the Toovs? The Warhorse from Eagles territory.
And this is the side looking to avoid 3 losses on the trot. Reeves at fullback, Miles and Lenny Beck at the wingers. Torrens and King the centre pairing, Walker and Kamali the halves. Menzies locks the scrum behind Evans and Muir. O'Mealy, Stringer, Jeff Toovey captains the side at hooker. On the bench, Trindle, Bailey, Lation and Goddard.
And the West Tigers, Matt Sears back. He missed last week with an eye injury. He's back in the fullback spot. Carla and Kane on the wings. Joel Kane hasn't played first grade since round 1. Murphy and Craigie in the centres. Simon Black, Tyron Smith, Trent Runciman. Centre is also in the second row. Scandalis, Lowry, Cherry Mesher is the hooker. Galea, Walker, O'Donnell and Kafusi. He scored 2 tries last week and had a blinder. He's back on the interchange bench. Coached by Terry Lamb.
Well, I preempted Andrew Voss and the weather. It's a lovely night. Andrew, good evening to you.
Yeah, race spectacular, really. In a word, perfect conditions. Bit of mail race suggesting this is going to be a fiery encounter. Put it this way, I haven't been able to confirm that either side will turn on a blue early in this game, but I haven't been able to find anyone to say it definitely won't happen. If we are in for some fire, you can expect the likes of Mark O'Mealy and John Scandalis to be close to the centre of the action.
Tony Archer is the referee. Ian Parnaby is the video referee. As this battle now starts to unfold with the kick-off and the Tigers wearing their predominant orange or gold jumper, running from left to right, and the first tackle of the night was on Murphy, the former Dragon, and this is Lowry on tackle number 2 on the 30-metre line. Play on this, the western side of the ground, the hill quite well accommodated as Siriako Mesha goes running away from dummy half. That was a long run on the first set of 6 for anybody to run from dummy half. And now it's with Big Lowry, his second hit up on the opening set for the Tigers. And they're just into the Eagles' territory as Mesha fires the pass away, and it's put onto the boot of young Ben Black, former Eagle, and over the dead ball line. So it comes out for the optional restart for Tuvey, centre of the 20-metre line. Eagles down in position number 11. They conceivably could get themselves up to about number 8 if certain other results went their way with a victory in this match tonight, as the first penalty of the game goes to the home side.
And this evening, Ray, they are undoubtedly looking for a much better start than we've seen from them in the last 2 weeks. Big score lines against them in the first half. We've pretty much seen them out of the match by that stage. Mark O'Mealy takes it inside 30. They want to be the team to put first points on.
So Paul Stringer lays the first foundation stone in what might lead to a try for the Eagles. This is Muir, who played very well, I thought, in the beaten side last Sunday. 12 metres away, 20 metres in from touch, eastern side, and Walker lets a couple of forwards go before lofting it back for Kamali. Kamali had the right arm free. Evans was running strongly on the outside, couldn't get him the ball. Now it's away for Walker. Walker turns it back on the inside for Menzies. Menzies flicks for Tuvey. Tuvey then for Kamali. Kamali puts a kick in. There's a chance on for the Eagles, but the Tigers fall back through Joel Kane, and he cleans up near his own line.
Yes, a nice play there from the Eagles. Good switch of play from Ben Walker, found a running Kamali. Not sure about the kick on the end of that one, but a good positive set of 6 there by them.
Carlo now. Tyron Smith. Peter talking about the Eagles being out of it by half-time. On many occasions this year, in their last 5 games, they've conceded 28, 48, 30, 38, and 34.
Well, they're averaging 30 a game, Ray, opposed to the 20 being conceded by the Tigers on average, as Brendan Reeves gets the ball in good field position around the halfway line. Oh, he's thrown an intercept, knocked on by Craig.
So the scrum will pack just on the Tigers side of halfway. Craigie knocking on in the number 4 jumper. Enormous weekend, isn't it? Sports-wise, both here in Sydney and, of course, as far as the wide world is concerned, the wide world of sports covering the Masters from Augusta. That'll be on again tomorrow morning. As King cuts back on the inside, then gets a one-handed pass away for Tuvey. Tuvey for a running O'Mealy. And he's able to offload, keeping it alive. Second phase play. And now it's Kamali turning it back on the inside. And the Eagles are down to the 20-metre line with Muir. And then Kamali lofting a ball across for Robert Miles, who's taken down by his opposite number, close to the eastern touchline. Kamali back into the middle for Stringer. As the Eagles again build an attacking raid. Numbers left is the call. Walk up, long ball, Muir with the arm, trying to get it free. No. He's pulled down by the Tigers. Pulled down by Murphy out in the centres. Then it's out for Evans. Evans decides to have a dig himself, and he's a couple of metres away from the line. This is the last tackle now. As Tuvey goes straight to Kamali. Kamali drops it onto the ground, puts the boot in. Oh, shaky take back there, a shaky clean-up by Sears. And it forces a line dropout on the Tigers. Well, how much more can they repel?
That's one of the best sets of 6 I've seen from the Northern Eagles this year. That was fantastic, and it started with King getting involved from a scrum win. O'Mealy and Muir both had touches before the first tackle had been completed. And now they get another opportunity through this dropout from John Simon.
Tigers played the Eagles twice last year, beat them both times. Early on, it's not looking that way tonight. But very early minutes of the game, it's all been the Eagles. They've had all the football. Evans flinging it out the back for Stringer. Evans and Stringer and O'Mealy and Muir have all been prominent. Stringer's got them back to the 10-metre line. On an early tackle. Tuvey for Kamali. Kamali away for Walker. Walker away to Torrens out wide on the right. Centre was keen to put him into touch. Now with Walker again, drifting. Evans puts the big hand up on the face there and gets rid of the halfback Black. Played 7 metres away from the line, centre of the ground, Kamali. And a long ball picking up Miles, coming in. 5th tackle again. Tuvey rifling it away for Kamali. He comes back with the kick. The Eagles have got the jump. Up they go. They bat it back down. It's play on. Now it's Tigers' ball. Just outside their own line.
Well, it's exciting stuff by the Eagles. It's like Peter Sharp, the coach, has given the team the licence to thrill tonight because they're hurling the ball around everywhere. Plenty of support, plenty of backup. The props are doing their job, but, gee, you must say, great defence by the Tigers. Held them out for 2 or 3 sets of 6 now.
Just on 70% of the ball has been... Oh, that's terrible. That is terrible to give a front row forward or anybody a pass like that, 12 metres out from your own line, when you've only been enjoying about 30% of possession.
Well, to some degree, this is the way the Eagles started against the Sharks last week, but they were unable to get the ball over the line. A little bit of frustration set in. They've got to make sure that they don't get frustrated in this position and just wait for the opportunity. Keep working away. That's Torrens.
One-on-one on the blind side. Away now for Kamali to steer the number 8 towards the line. That's O'Mealy. Tuvey then for Kamali, and Kamali turns it back in for Stringer. One-handed pass up in the air, came off the Tigers. The Tigers lose the ball, and it is now with Skandalis. They are forced in goal, but he's played the first breach, and he's going to bring it out to the 10-metre line to pack a scrum.
No advantage for the West Tigers there, but what about the shot from Stephen Menzies? That's what I'm talking about, being patient. That pass really didn't need to be thrown. And then Steve Menzies, one of the great defenders in our game, comes up with the beauty.
Big occasion for the number 7 from the Tigers against the Australian halfback. And the penalty is against the man, the Northern Eagles 3/4, being inside the 5 at the scrum.
Just on that subject, Paul, Ben Black, former Manly player, do you know his background?
Yeah, he's been here for quite a few years. He played mainly Jersey Flegg, a little bit of First Division last year. Never looked like playing in the top grade, but he left our club. He's gone over there. And with Craig Field, of course, being unavailable, he's taken the chance, and he's played well in his first 2 or 3 games.
Skandalis then down on the Eagles' 40-metre line. Uncharted waters, really, for the Tigers. They haven't been down here. If they have, it was only for a second. Now Simon, he puts a kick across. Carlaw's in this race. Carlaw and Reeves takes it dead. Line drop out, no score. Yep. 9th minute of the game.
Well done by the West Tigers. That's just about the first time they've been down there. And some good foresight and vision by Simon. And Carlaw's been playing some great football out in the wing for the West Tigers. He saw that one little planned move. Really came off for them.
Hold there.
Kamali's kick going close to the sideline. He had a foot out. It's out on the full. It's out on the full. And it's a penalty kick right in front of the uprights for the West Tigers. Well, that ball hooked off the boot of Kamali. Murphy had his foot over the sideline. And the Tigers press for the try. Centre.
I think he scored a try, Ray.
Has he?
We saw him score a soft one last week. This is just as soft, if he has indeed scored it. He's in the middle of 3 Northern Eagles players, and for mine, he's reached his right arm out and banged the ball down on the line. It's caught everyone by surprise. Soft defence. Look at this. Try time.
Yes, he's got it down all right, Paul. I thought he was short, but it's looking like it'll be given by the video referee, Ian Parnaby. He's got a hand on it, he's got downward pressure, and it's on the line.
Well, Peter Sharp's head will have just hit the floor. His side has looked great at the other end. The first time they've had to come up with something defensively, and they've been found wanting. The Tigers spurned the opportunity to put over 2 points from the penalty. And as Paul pointed out, so soft. Darren Centre just taking them on. There were 2 or 3 there. Paul Stringer tried to hold him out by himself. This will be a green light. And first points of the night.
So it comes back to Kamali's offering from that line dropout. And the fans rejoice. I think some of the Northern Eagles players probably felt like we did, that it would just be a formality. Walk up, put the ball on the mound and take the 2 points.
Well done, Darren Centre. He's the captain. He would have made that decision to go for a try, and indeed he scored it.
Joel Kane to convert the try for Darren Centre and for the West Tigers. He does that. So here at Brookvale, quite against the run of play, the West Tigers lead the Northern Eagles 6 points to nothing after 11 minutes.
I don't mean to be boasting. It's just hard to be humble when you're as great as I am. I'm gonna float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. George can't hit what his hands can't see. Now you see me, now you don't. He think he will, but I know he won't. Let me tell you something. I ain't never really got whooped. When have you ever got stopped? My record don't show nothing about me being stopped. I don't know what it's like to be stopped. I am the greatest.
Come and have a drink.
Schooner of new, thanks.
Sorry, mate. No dogs allowed.
That's a guide dog, mate.
Guide dog? Guide dogs are either German Shepherds or Labradors.
What have they given me?
Oh, give that man a new.
In Australia,
we like things to be easy. Getting onto the internet is no exception.
That's why AOL has 2 easy payment plans to help get you started.
AOL's Light plan gives you 25 bonus hours in the first month.
AOL's Flat plan gives you all the AOL and internet access you need.
For one flat monthly fee.
You've got email.
AOL, the net made easy.
We're a local store, we're there for you in the country and the city too. Handy local, thrifty.
Check out the hot bargains at your local Thrifty League hardware sale. GMC blower-vac mulcher, $95. Ever-ready torch triple pack, $12.95, complete with batteries. Garden Boss 5-litre pressure spray, $22.95. There's lots more Thrifty bargains in store and catalogue too. Thrifty Link, your handy hardware store.
Mum used to say, how come you always spill stuff on your white shirt, never on your black? Doesn't matter anymore since I got Preem with Ultra Lift. It's 95% active ingredient, so it lifts my tough, greasy stains like no other spray. It's the Ultra Lift, not the normal lift, that makes it the great unstainer.
To create exceptional performance. Design, technology. Kumo.
The storm continues to rage. There's been no let-up in the deluge of selling in the US economy, which has in turn battered Australian financial markets.
It wasn't actually my job. That I understand that she wants me to do the job and not just fix it up when things go wrong, then I'm your bloke. I'm not a difficult person, am I?
No, well.
I want to go to McDonald's for breakfast.
That sounds good. We've got time.
Yeah, let's go.
Is a McDonald's breakfast calling you?
Great idea, Nick.
Yeah.
Saturday, we salute the nation with brand new Aussie gold medal performances.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
From the field, to the pitch, to the pool, and everywhere else. Funniest home videos, Saturday, 6:30 on 9.
So Kamali takes us into the next segment of this game. First 10 minutes, it was all Eagles with 70% of possession. And one visit by the West Tigers has seen them go down there and score a try. Lowry on his own 30-metre line playing the ball. Scandalis just inside the 40. As Mesha feeds it away to the reliable right boot of John Simon. Brendan Reeves on the kick return, running at Craigie and Kane. Torrens. Try for their captain centre, converted by Kane, as Miles takes it to halfway for the Eagles. Now Stringer. I mentioned earlier that he and O'Mealy, Evans, and Muir, this man, they've all been very strong in the opening exchanges for the Eagles. Here's Walker giving it back to Kamali. And Kamali, held by Simon, got it back to Walker. Walker runs into traffic. So for a moment, he's going to give himself up there for a shepherd. Archer's call was play on. Charge down, and it's quite okay to play on for Darren Centre. He's got a huge break on Menzies, and Centre will get his second try in 2 minutes. Well, what a night for the captain of the Tigers.
Nothing soft with that one for Darren Centre. That is about hard work in getting through to put pressure on a kicker. 9 times out of 10, you might not get that result. But the one that you do is the important one. He attacked the football again. Brett Kamali took a long time to kick that football. And Darren Centre streaked away, miles in front of everybody else, to get his second straight under the black dot once again.
Yeah, great effort by Darren Centre. So often you go for charge downs or just put pressure on the kicker and you come away unrewarded. On this occasion, he's got there just on the nick of time and then ran, what, 60 metres to score his second try for the night. How good's he going? And he's pointing to someone in the crowd. What about that one, the camera? Good on you, Darren.
Might have been a while since Darren's got a double in a game, especially in the first 15 minutes of a match. But he's one of the reasons why West Tigers can do well this year, because they've got leadership on the field. And the players out there, they not only want to do well for Terry Lamb, but for also for their captain.
Joel Kane then. Back to where he was just a couple of minutes ago, converting a try for his captain Darren Centre. It's a contented Baba Lamb. It is 12-0, the Tigers over the Eagles. Andrew Voss.
Well, Ray, big concern here for the Eagles. They were booed off at half-time at North Power Stadium last Sunday, and I've got to tell you already here, we look at the happy Tiger supporters in the crowd, but I can tell you the crowd has already turned against the Eagles. The faithful that have come out here tonight, I think they've given up on their side already. They booed their team during that last set of 6, and then to concede a try at the end of it, they're none too happy. So basically the Tigers have taken the crowd factor out of tonight's game.
This is Owen Craigie now. Lowry, Lowry turned the ball inside, and Lowry's taken an enormous hit. He's bounced up, the Kiwi. It was a real hospital pass that he threw, and then he came off second best.
If I was a teammate, I'd be saying tuck it under the wing, Jason. I'm not there.
Do what you like with it, but leave me out. 30 metres out from the line, the Eagles resume their occupancy down here with King trying to play it. Murphy holding that leg up in the air. Now O'Mealy. Chance to offload. Gets it away. They're going to make it, are they? Yes. The Eagles are over to Stringer is in. Referee wants to look at it. O'Mealy and Stringer. They've laid this together. If it's a try, they are deserving of it between them.
They are indeed, Ray, because they've been very strong for the Eagles in the first 15 minutes. Not their fault that they're that far behind on the scoreboard. What we're looking at is to see the grounding of the football. And there it is. That's a try. Excellent work from the two young front rowers, two very promising and talented young men.
Yeah, well done by especially Mark O'Mealy, who made the bust. And the green light given. And Paul Stringer's also been strong in the attacking part of the game. He's made many charges in the first 15, 16 minutes tonight, and the props get rewarded. Good charge, this. Got back, ran onto it at pace, some flimsy defence, and then the backup, the second phase there by Paul Stringer.
Well, how many tries are we going to see scored in this game? If the last 5 minutes are any indication, this is another look at it. Determination. Scandalis missed O'Mealy. And then the little halfback had the job of trying to stop this very big, strong-running Paul Stringer. So 3 tries in 5 minutes by my watch as Walker converts. So the Eagles are on the board. Maybe that'll win the crowd back for them. 12-6, the Tigers over the Eagles, and 16 minutes gone.
Premiering 8:30 Tuesday.
Here comes the Nerd Squad.
America's highest rating new drama comes tonight.
We're just a bunch of kids that are getting paid to work on puzzles.
Mesmerizing, addicting, it's taken the U.S. by storm.
Is there a grasshopper in here?
Now, it's our turn.
Scrutinize the crime scene, collect the evidence, recreate what happened without ever having been there.
The locations are wild, the stakes are high.
I already told you everything, but the evidence is telling us something different.
And the crime fighting's like you've never seen before.
I have a warrant for your toenails. I flushed them down the toilet. May I see your toilet?
From blockbuster movie producer Jerry Bruckheimer comes the smash hit series premiere.
There is always a clue.
CSI, 8:30 Tuesday on Channel 9.
I'm gonna show you how great I am. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. George can't hit what his hands can't see. Now you see me, now you don't. He think he will, but I know he won't. I'll prove to the world that I'm still the fastest, the prettiest, the most classiest, the most scientific, the greatest of all time. I am the greatest.
With Exopet oil wormers, worming your dog doesn't have to be an ordeal. You see, they're made with meat to taste good, so dogs love them. If only everything was that easy. The best they can get is you and Exopet.
Heads up, Disneyland. We have a new neighbor.
But the world ends at the gate.
Not from this coordinate, Miss White. Aha! They're from California.
Introducing Disney's California Adventure, a whole new theme park right next door to Disneyland in Southern California.
Let's go see them.
Take the family and Air New Zealand will throw in a free flight for the kids. That's right, kids fly free. Call Flight Centre on 131 600.
What sort of person are you in the morning? One that's easily irritated? Nivea for Men Aftershave Balm soothes and moisturises your skin after every shave. Nivea for Men Aftershave Balm, for men who dare to care.
Hot cakes in my tummy. Hot girl looking pretty.
Is a McDonald's breakfast calling you?
As we welcome you back, John Simon starts for the Tigers, and Wayne Evans runs it out for the Eagles. This is the youngster some of you may remember first caught the eye playing for St Gregory's Campbelltown. Walker is able to catch and pass quickly for Stringer. And Stringer is out to the 30-metre line. Tooby now with a dummy half scamper, and Tyron Smith grabs him by the scruff of the neck, pulls him to ground. Kamali punching it down into the northwestern corner for Matt Sears, to be met and pulled down by Menzies mainly. Kamali put them all on side by pursuing the kick. Carlo, 12-6. 3 converted tries, 2 to the Tigers, 1 to the Eagles. After the Eagles commanded the first 9 minutes of play, Skandalis appeals to referee Tony Archer as he plays the ball on the 30-metre line. Now Black, straight down the throat there of Lenny Beckett. Beckett takes his fullback with him, Reeves. And Reeves goes across looking to link up with Robert Miles, who'll wait there now. There he is, Miles. And plenty of speed. Speed off the mark. He's down to the 40-metre line.
I haven't seen a lot of the Ben Black kicking game, but we'll see a penalty awarded to the Eagles. I'd be surprised if John Simon doesn't do the vast majority of the kicking. One of the best kickers in the game. That one from Black gave the ball over too easily in good field position.
It was against Darren Centre. The referee said you've got to let him go. And Darren Centre overindulged in the tackle. Now the Eagles give up possession on the first tackle.
It was a planned move, poor work there. Muir got in behind and straight away turned to pass. Basically threw it straight to John Simon, who knocked the ball backwards and then retrieved all the pressure off before a tackle had been completed.
So Black really feeling the power of the defence from the Eagles. O'Mealy came in second man over the top of Evans's tackle. This is Tyron Smith, who's been playing consistently well for the Tigers. Mesha. First interchange of the night has been made by the Tigers. And I think it's Shane Walker who's taken the field. It is. Beckett. King on a run around with Reeves and then heading across the park, but there was just a blank look waiting for King as he came round on the run around mission, as if to say, where are you going? What are we doing now? It just doesn't seem to be a lot of communication with the Eagles.
Gee, that's great stuff from Paul Stringer again.
He's playing fantastically. Here's Muir now and finding Reeves. Reeves goes down that right touch line. He's 12 metres out from the try line for Kamali. Kamali and then Walker. Walker and Menzies. There's the pass. Oh, King, he's done it again. We saw him do it one night here. I think it was maybe 2 years ago. The juggler. The juggler is back at Brookvale. That's a beauty, 12-10.
He's been one of the better players, Andrew King, early in the season. He was out injured after the Bulldogs match when he hurt an ankle. A good lead up against Stringer was outstanding in getting them in a good position here. A nice select passing from the Eagles onto Walker. It goes to Menzies. Now he goes lines, we freeze it there. You can see John Carlaw, he's backing back. Look at the support players out wide. It's up to this man to find the right person. And as play continues, Menzies throws the cutout pass. Carlaw comes in, didn't read the pass at all. And as Ray pointed out, the juggling act by Andrew King sees him take the ball around closer to the posts.
Yeah, he did that in the game here last year against Brisbane. He juggled it about 45 times. But lovely work. All the forwards did their job there. And Stephen Menzies, one of the great wide runners in our game. That's a beautiful pass. That's the pass you'd find normally coming from a 5/8. And then Andrew's just geeing up in the end. He's just gammon and gets it over. They're starting to look pretty good with the football, the Eagles. But the platform has been laid. We've wrapped Paul Stringer, Mark O'Mealy, and they've done the job.
Ben Walker to bring us level. 4 tries on the board now. 2 apiece, and Walker has hooked it fractionally but got the 2. 12-12. 12-12. 22nd minute, Andrew.
And Ray, all of a sudden, the crowd back into the match. I heard one lone voice at the back of the Ken Arthurson stand cry out Eagles, and all of a sudden they've lifted. They've come back perfectly. Andrew King, the try scorer there. Only his 4th match of the year. You think back to that game, it was against the Bulldogs on a Saturday night out at the showground. He suffered an ankle problem, only returned last week.
That lone voice at the back of the Ken Arthurson stand was probably Vorton, or maybe Ken Arthurson, one or the other.
Just trying to work out how I can hook my tee shots as badly as Ben Walker did that conversion.
Why was I expecting that comment? Here's Evans now. 30-metre line. Muir. Tootie takes them down the blind before Walker transfers it to the open, and now they run all these angles and crisscrosses, and it's Stephen Trindle in jumper number 14 who takes the tackle. Kamali away for another replacement on for the Eagles. Willie Lation is on in 15, so the first wave of interchange has taken place. And Kamali's kick doesn't worry Joel Kane too much. Heavy tackle over the top, a little bit late from Trindle. And here's Sears now in that crouch down style of his. There's the time in opposition half. The Eagles still commanding in that area. .15 for the Magpies is Luke O'Donnell. Spent a period there out suspended. This is Black drifting, then straightening. And the ball goes forward anyway. It'll be play on for the Eagles. And Lation will play the ball. Just on his own side of halfway. 2 interchanges for each club. Reeves. Walker. Really slotted in well here for the Eagles, Ben Walker. Admittedly, they're not going that flash, but he's getting the job done. Here's a chance. Nicely weighted kick. Sears with the work to do, and he forces. So a goal line drop out to restart.
Nice skill there shown by Adam Muir. He put that on for his outside backs out there, and Albie Torrens and Robert Miles, but Matt Sears pretty quick. And he had it covered all the way, Matt Sears. The boys are coming on the charge, but he got there.
Sunday's telecast, incidentally, is from Canberra. Canberra and the Knights. See that at 4 o'clock in Sydney, and check your local guides for your own areas. Here's Lenny Beckett talking of Newcastle. He says that match on Sunday 4 o'clock for our Sydney viewers. Tuvey into the arms of Evans now, and he's got the arms free. That's not a knock on against Menzies. It came off the knee, but now it's gone to the Tigers anyway for Tyron Smith. Craigie. Another night of former days. Mesha. It wasn't going to take Terry Lamb long in my book to bring Mesha into the side and retain centre in the pack somewhere. He's too valuable, Cherry. He made a rep side about, I think it must have been 3 or 4 years ago now. Here's John Simon. And a half break made by Simon. 42 metres out from the Eagles line. Talking of players that have repped, Simon has certainly done that at origin level. Now Scandalis plays it back for Mesha. They come short side, and Simon puts it high. Reeves is underneath it. There's a good... Well, that might bring a penalty here. I've got a doubt on Craigie. They put it over the line. Joel Kane gets the try, but my question mark is on Craigie. Did he in fact play the ball or play the player?
There is a huge question mark on the number 4. I don't think Brendan Reeves had a fair catch on this football. Owen Craigie, for mine, wasn't looking at the football as he comes racing through. There's the kick from John Simon. It is a beauty. Now the chasers look to be okay. Number 4 jumps.
Well, he doesn't take him out. It's the other bloke that probably interferes with the man trying to catch it. It's Matt Sears. Parnaby will have another look at that for sure. I thought it was the fall, but I think it's Matt Sears. But then the Manly player, he doesn't help matters either. Well, I'm not so sure now. I'm thinking that the Eagles have taken themselves out.
Yeah, there's no doubt that Albert Torrens gets rid of Matt Sears. Now, it's a double Falcon. That's sensational.
Yeah, when he jumped, though, he took his eyes off the football, turned his back, and all he succeeded in doing was taking out Brendan Reeves. So this is the big decision for Ian Parnaby.
Well, my first view was that Craigie had played the man, not the ball. It's a try. So Ian Parnaby, the video ref, has come up with the decision that really Brendan Reeves was more taken out by his own player than Matt Sears or Owen Craigie. So we've got try number 5 on the board. 3 to the Tigers, 2 to the Eagles, and a mile of tries out there. But entertaining. 16 to 12, and Joel Kane has had 3 conversion attempts from all in front. And number 3 is successful as well. So we're heading off to a break with the West Tigers now back in front by 6 at the 27th minute.
Saturday night at the movies.
He's really a filthy rich, aren't you?
Sorry. He's got everything money can buy.
You have your own McDonald's.
And then some.
My name is Claudia.
He's Richie Rich. Now he's going to teach the bad guys that crime really doesn't pay. It's Macaulay Culkin to the rescue.
He did it. He's in.
Hate that kid.
And he's causing plenty of havoc.
Kick some butt, shall we?
In the action-packed adventure,
I'm one to use.
Richie Rich, 7:30 Saturday on 9.
Medibank Private's Package Plus range offers both hospital and extras cover. But it also provides a bonus to spend on gym membership, sporting goods, sporting shoes and apparel, coaching and tuition, quit smoking programs, massage, and aromatherapy. So for a great package with a bonus, call Medibank Private.
I feel better now.
He had the girl of his dreams.
Can't believe Joe's gonna marry that guy.
Until he lost her. You get your woman. Now he's got 3 days.
Just make sure he disappears.
To get her back. I love you! Say it isn't so.
New Chic Extreme 3. The only triple blade that pivots and flexes for a shave that's how close? Extreme. Then when you're ready, just serve up another. New Chic Extreme 3.
Chic. Shave something.
You know, son, since we expanded into Asia, the business has never been better. This isn't easy for me to say, but I've always felt blessed I could rely on someone for advice. Son, we both know there's someone I couldn't have done it without. Thank heavens we got a CPA when we did.
I'm glad you listened to me on that one.
New York. Yeah.
Paris.
All cool places to go.
Yeah, but if you want the latest in denim at a decent price,
Like $69.
then you don't have to go any further than Jeans West.
Jeans West. Fits best.
Take this out.
I don't mean to be boasting. It's just hard to be humble when you're as great as I am. I'm gonna float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. George can't hit what his hands can't see. Now you see me, now you don't. He thinks he will, but I know he won't. Let me tell you something. I ain't never really got whooped. When have you ever got stopped? My record don't show nothing about me being stopped. I don't know what it's like to be stopped. I am the greatest.
Kamali starts into the last 13 minutes of the first half. And Scandalis will play it. The Eagles were querying during the break. They were talking to Archer about illegal play in the try just before the break. And he made it very clear to them that video ref made the call and he's not about to argue with him. Tyron Smith. Tuvey back on the bench. And that would indicate that Goddard has gone on. Reeves. Torrens was running a cover for Reeves. Back on that incident with the try. And now Miles has lost it. It's a penalty. It's been raked out according to the referee. And the Eagles will take the penalty from Kamali's boot, 40 metres out from their own line.
And Jamie Goddard is out there in jersey number 17. And a couple of weeks coming up for Jamie Goddard. He is right in state of origin contention, despite coming off the bench for the Eagles. Could really do himself some service if he can come up with some good form in the next month.
Lation. Kamali switching it to Walker. And again they go for that intercept. And again it's Owen Craigie. And a scrum will pack 27 metres away from the Tigers line.
Well, it's fine to be throwing passes back across the ruck area, but when you stand as flat in attack as the Northern Eagles do, it means that the pass that you're throwing next is going to have some opposition around it. And really, when Walker caught that one, Owen Craigie was immediately there.
So here they are with Walker tackled, 22 metres away from the Tigers line. Evans on the surge, then the offload. Reeves saw a gap and tried to jump over the fallen player, but was grabbed by Smith. Goddard bullets it out to Kamali. Kamali along the line from Menzies. Menzies put down 15 out from the line. Still a chance for the Eagles to pull it back level. This is Lation. From Goddard then to Walker, and Walker wide for King. King with the arm in the face, and he puts the ball over the line. Well, in many of these tries, there's not a lot of defence around. And 18-16 now, the Tigers over the Eagles.
But a well-constructed try, this one. They had Brett Kamali on the right-hand side. They used him as a decoy. Ben Walker got the football. He frees it there. You can see the man who scores the try, Andrew King, getting outside his defender when he catches a ball. That's Murphy. And then as he takes the ball, he's able to get the fend on a defender coming from his inside. Winger stays on winger. King had the strength to hold off Lee Murphy. Good pass from Ben Walker.
Yeah, that's a great ball from Ben Walker. He's played really well again tonight, and too much room to move for Andrew King. He should have gone in low and hard in the tackle, Murphy. He didn't, and Andrew King's got a good fend, and he held him at bay. And Murphy knew he'd made a mistake in that defence. So Andrew King having a good match back in the top grade tonight.
It is a really good ploy to use Kamali as a decoy on a number of occasions. But no doubt the Tigers' defence, seeing him on the other side of the field, just had that little bit more defence over there to cover it. And this man about to try and level scores up was able to slot into first receiver.
Walker. 5 in from touch, 25 out. It's got the height and the length, but it's offline. So the Tigers just keep their nose in front. 18-16, 3 converted tries.
And Ray, coming into this match, the Eagles had the worst defence in the comp, but I don't think these two men on screen at the moment, Terry Lamb and David Gillespie, would be all that proud about their team's defence since about the first 10 minutes. The West Tigers have really got off the ball. If we thought there was going to be any fire in tonight's match, it's been a bit the opposite, to be honest, Ray. It's as if there's a total lack of aggression altogether, not much niggle. Perhaps it's what this game has needed to stem the flow of points.
Simon. kicks off as we go inside the last 8 minutes of the first half now. A feast of 4-pointers. Keeping in mind the match was 0-all at the 9th minute, and it was all the Eagles. And then Darren Centre, if you've just joined us, he put a double together in the space of 2 minutes. And then the Eagles rattled up a couple to bring it back to 12-12.
Well, there's been some aggression in the first 4 tackles after the restart from that try from the Tigers. That's 5 now, and again driving defence. They've kept them inside 30 metres as they come to the last.
Through the hands of Kamali. Wide for Menzies. Menzies looking to send the centre. King down the line. Turnover. And the Tigers got that job done well. Contain the Eagles. And a penalty against them now, against the Eagles. So the Tigers will get a great opportunity to put some more points on the board. The defences have been quite fragile. And to be... Just looking at the replay, just to register your first tackle there. Losing the ball on the first. Shane Walker. Well, both sides have been guilty of that now.
He was a little bit unlucky. He had a defender come up from behind. He got a blind shot on him and basically punched the football out. But you've still got to say poor ball security.
Talk about this Eagles flat passing, Pete. It reminded me when I was watching Walker's pass earlier of the night they played the Bulldogs. They were passing so flat, and I think the Dogs in the first half scored 4 intercept tries.
Well, you know, we've nearly had a couple tonight, so it is an attack that is vulnerable to the intercept. And I'm sure that Terry Lamb, who was very good in that department himself, has said that to his side. If you can get up in their faces, there are going to be times when they are going to force the pass and throw it, and we are going to have an opportunity to pick 1 or 2 off.
Kane. Prolific point scorer last year, Joel Kane. In fact, I think he was the leading point scorer, was he not? Darren Centre. Lost his footing, and then 2 of the big hombres, they really let him know how heavy they were.
Yeah, big Wayne Evans got a nice shoulder in as well.
He's playing really well, Wayne Evans, of the Melbourne Storm. And he's done a lot of work in defence. 18 tackles so far in the first half, and he's taken the ball up plenty. He's going good.
Reeves. Beckett. Ooh, Beckett. Just caught him at the right time, the Tigers' number 15, Luke O'Donnell. Ball comes loose, penalty goes, Eagles.
Well, the referee's played advantage there, and none was forthcoming for the Eagles. He caught 3 players.
Yeah, I'm happy when he comes back, but he affects the play.
3 players offside, including centre. When the Eagles' mistake came, the referee blew the whistle. Let's have a look at the defence on the other side. Yeah, they are all in front.
Four minutes out from the break. And the Eagles get, it would appear, one of the last chances on offer. Walker got under O'Donnell, pushed away from him, but pushed himself to the ground. 20-metre line, just in front of them, the Eagles, as they come down the left side again. Here's King looking for 3, put him down for trifecta. King gets try number 3. There's a problem down the right side for the Tigers, but no problems for Andrew King. He's exploited it. Once, twice, thrice.
What a comeback from Andrew King, and what a good ball here from Willie Lation. We freeze it there. Again, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 on 3 defenders. What Lation is trying to do is to put it outside this man, John Carlaw, as play continues, and he does it beautifully. And again, it's King's ability with the fend to get rid of the defender. He did it to Murphy. He's now done it to Carlaw. On that occasion, he didn't have much space to work in.
Yeah, well read by Lation. I think some good coaching here from Peter Sharp. He would have seen these mistakes that the Tigers have been making in the video. He's targeted that area. Andrew King's having a field day. He's back to his best form. He was playing like this a couple of years ago for the Gold Coast before they became defunct. And he's having a blind tonight, Kingy.
I actually played a lot of football, Paul, with his brother, Chris King. Right, remember
with the Eels.
Second row from the Eels.
Yeah. He played a lot of first grade too, probably more than most would think. So it's been a talented footballing family.
Tackling machine, wasn't he?
He had an enormous work rate, very similar looking to Andrew. One was a back rower, and Andrew obviously playing in the backs.
Well, Terry Lamb's got a problem down that side. They've been found out 3 times now.
Now, we're right behind this conversion. That ball looks like it's aimed to the right of the post, doesn't it?
That's right, and that's...
He's going to hook it back.
Yeah, that's right.
He'll have learnt from his last kick grabs.
That's right, Sam. And there goes the kick. Now, that was dead set drawing around, but he's missed it this time.
Overcorrection.
So we go to our men corner. 2018, the Eagles over the Tigers with the Masters tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock.
And a crazy half of football watching the Tigers in the huddle after that try was scored. You've got to think going into half-time now, we're only 90 seconds away from the break. Their tails they're very much down about it all because they did lead this match 12-0. The great start, they defended well early, got 12 points on the board, and they've squandered it all.
Coming up to the break, Andrew on the sidelines. The Eagles using big Trindle. The purists probably would tell you that the defence was bordering on pathetic at times, but one thing about a lot of tries, they keep you entertained. And 2 points in it now with the Eagles. In front for the first time.
Actually, the Eagles' defence hasn't been too bad tonight. They had that early soft try, but after that, the 2 tries have come from a charge down and a bomb. They've defended not too badly.
Ben Walker kicking it through. Sears regathering. Bailey is out there for the Eagles. Phil Bailey. He's been playing some first division, I think. Peter Sharp's got some high expectations for him. We'll see more of him in the second half. Obviously, he's wearing jumper number 16. Here's Mesha now.
He's only got 9 first-grade games next to his name as the siren sounds.
So there it is. 20 points to 18, the half-time score, a game that was 0-0 at the 9th minute. The Tigers rattled on 2 tries. The Eagles have clawed back, and now at the break, they lead by 2 at 20 points to 18. We'll take a break and be back with you with the second half action from Brookvale on the Wide World of Sports in just a moment.
On 60 Minutes. Now it's all-out war.
Craig Lowndes, trader.
How Ford pinched Holden's golden boy Craig Lowndes.
I want to carry number 1 on the car again.
A stunning corporate coup to sell more cars.
We will be more competitive.
Also, marijuana. It's everywhere.
That's the cannabis smell.
Why Australia's $5 billion cannabis trade can't be beaten.
This is an unwinnable war.
And Guy Pearce, from Queen of the Desert to Prince of Hollywood.
You look fantastic in that dress.
Oh, thank you.
Toyota presents 60 Minutes, Sunday.
I'm thinking someone ought to invent a burger with a crispy chicken breast fillet in it.
Yeah. Well, what would they call it?
Well, I'd call it a crispy chicken breast fillet burger.
Mama always said you was the bright one.
Enjoy a McDonald's crispy chicken breast fillet burger with garden salad and mayonnaise, all on a toasted bun.
You might have got the brains, but I got the looks.
Subscribe to Foxtel and you could win the 24/7 World Sports Tour. 7 events, 7 days, 4 countries, VIP access and more. Hurry, last days. Call 131 999. It's not TV, it's Foxtel.
Using ANZ's e-check-in gets you through the airport and on your flight faster, saving you time. Quite a bit of time.
Another reason ANZ's better for business.
leaving those pretenders in my dust. I've got the key and this feels like freedom to me.
Drive the exhilaration. New Commodore SS. Drive on.
Small businesses told us they wanted simpler and easier quarterly business activity statement reporting. So we've responded, and you now have some choices. Of course, if you're okay with the way you've been doing your BAS so far, you can carry on just the same way. But you can choose to do it a different way. Every quarter, just return the BAS form and pay an instalment amount advised by the tax office. And after the end of the year, do an annual GST return. If you have a small business and submit a quarterly BAS, the tax office is sending you a letter explaining these choices. And look out for your copy of the next edition of the BAS Basics booklet to find out about the changes in more detail. This has been sent to you, or you can pick one up at most newsagents and banks. Call the tax office on 13 24 78 if you have any questions, or visit the website.
Authorised by the Commonwealth Government, Canberra.
To create exceptional performance. Design, technology, Kumo.
Subscribe to Foxtel and you could win the 24/7 World Sports Tour. 7 events, 7 days, 4 countries, VIP access and more. Hurry, last days. Call 131 999. It's not TV, it's Foxtel.
Friday Night Football, brought to you by McDonald's, Mac Your Day, Mitsubishi Motors, and Tui's New. Give that man a new.
And welcome back from the break to Brookvale Oval here in Sydney, with the home side leading by just the 2 points, 20 points to 18. West Tigers players back, just waiting for the Northern Eagles to come back for us to get underway with the second half.
And the home side had more possession, 23 uses, 18 completions. That's not bad. They had a lot of football in the first 25 minutes. Weren't able to convert it into points apart from that try there, dropping it on the second, and the first tackle didn't help. And then, not great in this area of the game, but they finished the first half off beautifully. Look at that. They've had doubled up plays here, got a couple of tries. A pretty good half from the Northern Eagles, you'd have to say. Well, for the West Tigers, they defended fantastically in this period, and they were able to, pretty much against the run of play, score tries here. That's taking advantage of 4 sets of 6 in a row. Pretty flat patch in the middle there, and a poor finish to the half. Look at that. The only time they had possession, held it through on the first tackle, second tackle, first tackle, and no football in the last 5 minutes.
And the Mitsubishi match stats, if you look at the stats and didn't know the score, you'd say that the Eagles should be in front by about 20. But they're only in front by 2, so the West Tigers have done well to hang in there, only be down by 2 points. A lot of tackles, a lot of missed tackles there. And, yeah, it's a good game, this one, isn't it? Pretty exciting.
What should they be in front by, Rabs?
20. I think he might have dropped the wire, or it might have just got cut off. He pressed his cough button as we get underway with the second half now. And the Eagles, with first use of the football, second half, an offload back there. Many would ask the question, was that necessary? High-risk football being played by the Eagles on the opening tackle of the second half. Trindle now, 22 metres out from his own line, as they come towards the western side of the ground. Jeff Tuvey still on the bench. That Mark O'Mealy in the 8 is still getting involved early on. He had a very good start to the game. And it looks like he's keen to resume that role in the opening part of the second half. Sears playing it back here for the Tigers. Carlaw inside the 20-metre line. 20 points to 18. With both sides scoring a lot of tries. 7 in that first half. More importantly, 7 tries in 30 minutes. The Tigers grabbing the early lead, 12-0. And then the Eagles coming back. Here's a good run. Is that Ben Gallier out there for the Tigers? It is on the halfway line for Simon. Simon kicks for Black. Black is after it. He's almost got it. That is the turnover for the Eagles. He had a chance. He had a catch at it. And the Eagles then will play the ball 25 metres out from their own line as we go to Andrew with his half-time report.
And from the two rooms, first of all from Peter Sharp, he just thinks that a bit more patience in attack will win the Eagles the game tonight. He thought, well, obviously they're having success against that right side defence of the Tigers, but he's passing on that his opinion was that let's not overplay it, let's mix it up. They will be expecting us to attack this way in the second half, but let's keep mixing it up and keep them guessing. And from Terry Lamb, while he wasn't thrilled with the first 40 minutes, I'm told there was no ranting or raving in the Tigers room. He just thought if their scrambling defence can pick it up, they can certainly win this one.
Lation now. Running off an offload from O'Mealy. Morley with a short ball to Bailey. That's Phil Bailey in the 16 shirt. As Kamali then places this ball, making the winger Carlo come around. He's in the field of play by about 5 metres before playing it back for Lee Murphy, and Murphy is held by Kamali and Trindle. Walker now running headlong into Goddard.
Very important you don't give away the first penalty in the second half. If you do so, it's generally a relieving one for the opposition. Just takes the pressure off. Peter Sharp will hope his team can defend well here. Not give a piggyback out. Last tackle now goes to Black. Straight down the throat of Brendan Reeves.
Beckett is with him. Reeves aiming down that left side. And Murphy was waiting for him. Now on their second tackle on this set, it's Beckett. Lation. Short pass back on the inside for Miles. 7 or 8 metres into Tigers territory, leading by 2. Walker. And now Bailey. Lation. Walker firing one across for Kamali to push wide. Menzies. 5th tackle, 22 metres out from the line. Kamali, a grubber. Back into the in goal. And Joel Kane is put down just into the field of play. Craigie now. I've mentioned the Masters tomorrow morning. Second day's play. Don't forget, of course, we've then got the live coverage of Golden Slipper Day, with Simon O'Donnell hosting all of the action from Amy Golden Slipper Day with Ken Callender and the racing team. Meshes not well. Walker looking to pop the pass, but nobody really there to accept it. He's able to struggle outside the 40-metre line. Meshes there. And now Simon puts in a towering kick. Reeves watching it bounce. Miles is with him. And Reeves is taken down by Kane. 5 minutes of the second half. Miles is driven into the ground. A good solid tackle by Ben Gallier.
Yeah, the two Northern Eagles wingers are more involved tonight than I've seen them all season. They're both playing really well, heavily involved, taking the ball off, giving the forwards a rest. Now a mistake just by the Eagles inside their own half by Benny Walker. Took the ball up, some strong defence over the top by Shane Walker, but the ball was already loose. Underneath was Ben Gallier.
Opportunity here for the Tigers. Sears standing in the back line. There's Owen Craigie. Terry Lamb started the season with Craigie in the number 6 shirt. This is Gallier. As they cross the 20-metre line, Simon. 15 for the Tigers. Luke O'Donnell played it. Now they come across through Black to a wide-running forward centre. Darren, scorer of 2 tries, plays the ball. Black, and the interceptor's on. Kamali's away. Kamali. Carlos chasing. Kamali shortened strides, but he makes it. Kamali scores for the Eagles. And the adoring fans up there ready to greet him.
Yeah, good on him. He'll get great delight out of that. He's had a few picked off from his passes this year. He's got one in return. The legs were starting to shorten stride. They go wide, freeze it there. You can see Kamali, he realises with the ball up here, there is an intercept on. This man just not able to gather it in as play continues. It's going to land in between the 2 Tigers players. A juggle again from Kamali. He looks around to his right, he looks to his left. He sees Carlo as the main danger. The steps are getting shorter. But he had a big enough head start and give himself and the crowd a bit of an applause.
Yeah, Benny Black's probably not feeling the best. There was a chance out wide there for the Tigers, but snuffed out by Kamali. Normally when you back a racehorse and it starts to shorten stride like Kamali does here, they get run down. Carlo gave him 8 metres, got it down to about 2 in the end, and he gives himself a round of applause, and why not? 90-metre dash for a try.
Certainly under a lot of pressure at the moment, Brett Kamali. He said himself during the week that he probably didn't deserve to be chosen in the stateside.
I think he's probably been a little bit hard on himself when he's talking about his form this year. He's been the Eagles' best pretty much week in, week out, but as he would say, he's probably tried a little bit too hard.
Walker from 25 out and 20 in from touch, and it's wide. So we'll take you to a break and come back to Brookvale in a moment. The Eagles leading by 6 after 49 minutes.
7 o'clock Saturday.
Cash Bonanza!
With more chances to win than you can poke a stick at. The people go off, and so does the cash by the truckload. Get on board the Bonanza, Cash Bonanza, that is, 7 o'clock Saturday on 9.
Mitsubishi, we're celebrating 20 years in Australia. So, if you want great deals across our entire range, you got it. If you want a 5-year, 160,000-kilometre warranty, you got it. If you want 3-year free regular servicing, you got it. And 3-year free roadside assistance, you got it. The Mitsubishi 20th anniversary sale. Hurry, ends April 18.
Got a lot of jobs to do this Easter? Then get into Mitre 10 and save with 6-litre accent acrylic low sheen or satin $47.95 or a 1.8 metre galvanised steel stepladder $45.
What's the surf like today? What's on at the movies? What's happening in the news?
All these questions and more can be answered easily on AOL. AOL, the net made easy.
Medibank Private's Package Plus range offers both hospital and extras cover. But it also provides a bonus to spend on gym membership, sporting goods, sporting shoes and apparel, coaching and tuition, quit smoking programs, massage, and aromatherapy. So for a great package with a bonus, call Medibank Private.
I feel better now.
For most people, one of the most memorable things about the Olympic Games was the Olympic volunteers. A smiling face helping to make your day at the Games even more memorable. But another pleasant surprise was just how easy it was to get around by public transport. During this year's Royal Easter Show, about 1 million people will be travelling out to Sydney Olympic Park again. So if you're coming out to the show, remember, take a bus or a train. It's the only way to go to the Royal Easter Show.
Haze Crystal Air, a concentrated blend of natural fragrances that lasts up to 4 weeks, inlaid in the purity of glass. New Haze Crystal Air, fragrances that change your world.
Just the oil, please, man.
Mate, that oil doesn't protect too well at startup.
What?
Well, you know the way plants have feelings?
Yeah?
Well, your combi does too.
What, you mean Daisy?
Yeah, when Daisy's asleep, ordinary oil drains to the bottom. So when you come to wake her up, There's no oil left at the top of the engine to lubricate her. So she's like in humongous pain.
Yeah.
Oh no, man! You're spinning me out!
It's okay. Castrol GTX Magnatec protects at startup. It leaves a thin film of oil around her engine. Wow. It's cruelty-free, man.
Is it vegetarian?
Another Malcolm in the Middle moment.
I'm going to share something with you I hope you'll remember for the rest of your lives. I've been planning this for years. I just had to wait till you were all old enough to appreciate it.
Hookers. Malcolm in the Middle, 8 o'clock Monday on 9.
5 tries to 3. John Simon. Kick starting us again for this rugged front row forward. He's not very old, but he's got some skills of a man with a lot more rugby league years behind him. I'm talking about O'Mealy. From the first day we saw him up there playing at Bear Park, I think it was, we knew we had something pretty good, and he's gone ahead. There he is again. Walker's in trouble. Scrum will pack just outside the 30-metre line.
That's poor from Ben Walker. He had an opportunity to go back inside. He went off his left foot again. And that took him closer to the sideline. And Craigie able to combine. Another of his teammates forced him over the line. Third tackle, 30 metres out from your line just after you've scored points.
Smith waiting to come on in 13. Well, Ben Walker's got to be offside. He did it last weekend against the Sharks, Walker. I thought the halfback had to retire still. But the ball's not out of the scrum and he's around there waiting for the Tigers halfback. Chance now then for the Tigers to hit back. Only 6 in arrears. Lowry with his offload for Kane. Trindle, O'Mealy and Bailey all having a shot at him. Smith now running to the blind side for Galea. Ben plays the ball as they... Oh, that pass is hard for a front row forward. He did well, Lowry. His reaction was very good. Now from Mesher, a good pass. Black away for Simon. Simon then out for O'Donnell. O'Donnell's pass has been intercepted by King. Well, the Eagles keen to get on with it very quickly. Reeves. The Eagles fans calling for a penalty. And they've got it. 10 metres.
Good smart run there from James Goddard. A really good run. Took off. But the scolded cat caught them offside. A nice 10-metre dash. You can see they were never back on side. And Birchie ran into them. And that gains them a penalty. They're now only 35 metres out. Adam Muir prepares to come back into the battle.
Trindle, first man up. Goddard away for Lation. Lation thought he had Menzies with him, and then when he looked, he wasn't there. Takes the tackle. 20 metres out in the centre of the park. And it is Menzies now. Kamali based off to the short side. Walker the open side. It's with Walker. Now Reeves in from the back. Tackled awkwardly. He's okay. Walker then. Gets it on the inside for Adam Muir, and he's a metre short of the line on tackle 5. Blindside play again, little kick, and they'll be grasped in goal. Line drop out.
Clever work from James Goddard. And if Adam Muir ever scores back on the inside, your defence deserves a rap over the knuckles, because that's his main ploy. Loves coming back on the inside of the ball player. Knock back there from Owen Craigie and forcing another set of 6.
contender for Origin choice. Muir.
Embarrassment of riches, isn't it, for
Yeah.
New South Wales in the back row with Fletcher, Hindmarsh, Kennedy, Muir, Menzies.
This is a great drop kick. 55 metres on the fly. And this big fella takes it up, offloads. Geez, a good prospect. Now they lose the ball.
Knock on. Give it a go straight down first, Wayne.
Well, that's just undone all the good work by Amelia. Great charge, and he's learning week in, week out, Amelia, developing his own skills, learning a lot about his own rugby league game. He's only 18, 19 years of age. Look at this for an offload. He's got two of them hanging off him. Good support play by Goddard. Well done.
See, blokes like O'Reilly and Beatson, it took them ages to develop something like that.
Yeah, exactly. He's the sort of bloke you'd expect to see at the Royal Show doing the wood chopping, isn't he?
I think his name's Foster, isn't it, from Tasmania? Here's O'Donnell.
There he is.
You said that.
Oh,
Mesha.
done a good job, the referee, too, tonight, Tony Archer. Contributed to this entertaining clash.
Scandalis. Mesha. Black. Lowry. Galea knocks on. The Eagles knock on as well. It'll be a scrum that the Eagles will have the loose head and feed. Andrew Voss, sideline.
Talking about Mark O'Mealy being a wood chopper. He is a wood chopper from Budgie Wine. He's his front row partner that started the night. Interesting use of Paul Stringer. He was probably the best player on the field as far as the Eagles were concerned for the first 20 minutes. But that's the mark where he came off the field, the 20th minute. So he's had a nice breather on the sideline. 35 minutes of game time off and half time as well.
In you go. Put it in. Other leg up. That's it.
Eagles then. Immediately going wide to the fullback. Standing up in the three quarters. Tackle on the halfway line. And King. Andrew, the scorer of 3 first half tries. This is Wayne Evans. High involvement. Crossing the 30 is Kamali. Just losing his footing as he got to near the 20-metre line. Fell awkwardly. He's okay, or just nursing his forehead at the moment. Now, this is the other fellow that started the game with a big bang. Paul Stringer. Walker. Regathers, picks up, puts it over the line. Well, Ben Walker picked himself up a try. 28 points to 18 now.
He's a very classy performer, Ben Walker, and that try takes him to the top of the try-scoring lists this year, along with Reece Wesser from Penrith. He does it all himself. That takes great skill. Maybe doesn't look that difficult, but the control of the kick, finding the space, and then regathering, not easy to do at speed.
Yeah, that's his 5th try in the last 3 weeks. Ben Walker, there was no fullback at home. No one in cover defence there at all. Nice piece of skill. Looks easier than it is, you know, just trying to pick the ball up on the run.
There's a lot of pressure on Ben Walker as well. It's not often that the Brisbane Broncos let a player go, any young player, that their form comes back to haunt the Brisbane team. And Ben Walker's always had ability. And I guess you had to have a question mark as to why they would have released him, but he's done everything right in the new colours so far this season.
Now to convert his own try, and he does that. A further 2 points on the board for the home side, the Northern Eagles. 30 points to 18 as we take you to a break on the wide world of sports.
Monday on The Current Affair, cashing in on kids.
Nearly everything we buy is dictated by the children.
The supermarket tricks targeting our youngsters.
Strategically placed is toys.
And costing parents billions.
I think it's disgusting.
Plus, two-wheel chaos.
Here he goes. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Cyclists flouting our laws and putting lives at risk.
I think it's appalling.
They deserve to get abused.
And hello, the Bill Down Under.
Your Nick scumbag.
When Nissan presents The Current Affair.
I don't know where you're going to get a park. Mate, here's the pup. I'll get the beers. You park the car.
G'day, mate. I'd like to borrow
$150, please.
What are you going to leave as security?
For you?
Okay. But it'll cost you $10 for every day until you pay it back.
Sure.
I can't believe that a guy like you would be short of anything.
Short? Oh, no, where else would you get overnight parking in the city for $10? Give that man a new. Cheers.
You know, son, since we expanded into Asia, the business has never been better. This isn't easy for me to say, but I've always felt blessed I could rely on someone for advice. Son, we both know there's someone I couldn't have done it without. Thank heavens we got a CPA when we did.
I'm glad you listened to me on that one.
When you're running a business, any communication problem can really hurt you because nobody out there wants to handle it. The phone company tells you it's a data problem. The data company tells you it's an internet problem. And while they're passing the buck, you're losing business. So talk to AAPT, because as well as supplying all your telephone data and internet needs, an AAPT account manager will also start solving problems as soon as they occur.
Now, HCF has frozen health cover prices for 2001, as well as increasing many of their benefit refunds. There's also new simple-to-choose cover, so you'll only pay for what you want. And more dental and eye care centres to give you access to more no-gap services. If you're not with HCF, you have to ask yourself, are you missing out?
To create exceptional performance. Design technology. Kumo.
At Mitsubishi, we're celebrating 20 years in Australia. So, if you want great deals across our entire range, you got it. If you want a 5-year, 160,000-kilometre warranty, you got it. If you want 3-year free regular servicing, you got it. And 3-year free roadside assistance, you got it. The Mitsubishi 20th anniversary sale. Hurry, ends April 18.
9 tries in the game. It's John Simon's kickoff. It's brought back from the Eagles' try line, and it's with Wayne Evans. In fact, it was Bailey. Now Muir. Struggling, straining effort by Muir. Plays it eventually. It's a stringer. Good effort. Goddard. 30 points to 18. The Eagles. Now Kamali. Inside for Evans. Looking to pop it. Goddard again. Now Kamali. And into the air she goes. Sears underneath it. This will be a try for Reeves. Reeves has got it down for 4 points. I think it's okay, but referee Tony Alchar wants to examine it.
Yeah, referee just looking to see if there's any interference on Matt Sears. He maybe feels that Reeves held onto him after he lost the football. It'll be for the video referee to decide, but a towering bomb. Brendan Reeves onside. Little set piece, chased hard. Or is he offside?
He's offside.
I think he's offside. I had the wrong player in my sights. This will be no try.
Yeah, he's the player immediately on the left of Brett Kamali. In fact, he's probably the only Eagles man who was offside. Now, I'm sure that, well, relatively sure that the referee asked, was there any interference on the catcher in Matt Sears? But have a look.
Yeah, he's a metre. Got a little white pen there, Sneaky.
And indeed, that's...
There he is.
That is Let me see. Just on the left, that man there.
You got him.
You got him?
Rubbed him out.
which was he?
Oh, well, I had to make sure you could see him. Let's have a look at the interference, if there is any. Reeves stays out. Oh, gee, it'd be pretty tough to get pulled up for that.
Very
for mine.
slight.
It doesn't matter, though. Surely the video ref's entitled to say to the centre man, forget about all of that. He's a metre in front of the kicker. Well, there's no try. And it should be a penalty.
So he's getting him 4 offside, but where he comes into play.
Yes, penalty to the Tigers. Reeves declared offside. I didn't think any problem with the contest between fullback and fullback. But on re-examination, he's definitely offside. So no further points to the Eagles total. And Scandalis works it out for the Tigers. Well, there it comes out of the grasp of Trent Runciman. Advantage rule applies. Reeves, 42 metres away from the Tigers' line. Evans. Eventually losing the ball, and the Tigers come up with it. Craigie. There's been some excuses for players losing the ball on early tackles, but ball protection has been pretty ordinary in the game.
It's a thin line, isn't it, Ray? Probably the greatest aspect of the Northern Eagles play tonight has been their offloading. And a couple of times it has gone astray. The ball's been popped out at the wrong time. But they really have put a lot of pressure on the Tigers' defence because their support play has been excellent.
Mesha. Scandalis. Struggling over the 30-metre line. Simon. Very high kick. Plenty of hang time. And then battered down by the Tigers and knocked on by centre. Turnover to the Eagles, 25 metres away from their own line. Miles. Some of these forwards for the Eagles hunched over in back play, and it was timely that Miles and Beckett would come in off the wings and take it away. Menzies. Goddard. Kamali. Over the halfway they go. Now from Walker to Muir. And Muir, he loses the ball one-on-one. Played by John Simon. Then through Craigie.
Wasn't that smart play there by John Simon? I mean, Muir is a player who carries the ball in a loose fashion. Simon just picked him out and Wooshka and just stole it off him easily, as you like.
Scandalis. 30 points to 18. First time in the game that either side could say they feel reasonably comfortable. But it's not over yet. Owen Craigie. 5 tackles gone. And the ball through the hands and then along the ground from Runciman. Nice work by Runciman. He sets up the centre, Murphy. Murphy away for Kane. Kane's over. That's a good try. That is a good try and laid on by a boy called Trent Runciman.
It's an outstanding try. Yeah, just have a look at the knee of the try scorer in relation to him putting the football down. We're a long way away from this, but as he goes in to put it down, let's have a look at how close his knee. Oh, well, nowhere near it. It looked much worse from a distance, but that's what the touch judge looked for. And that will be a try. Excellent work from Runciman, wasn't it? Because John Simon was going to kick the football. Pressure came through on him. Runciman had to come up with something. And he put in a beautiful little kick a la Ben Walker at the other end of the field not so long ago.
And this is an important kick coming up now, Pete.
Yeah, lovely work. Second rowers aren't normally supposed to get it on the last tackle. Beautiful kick. And Joel Kane's got plenty of speed. He had Robert Miles turned around. That's a good piece of skill.
I tell you what, looking at that shot, that wide angle shot, I can see what Sterlo was on about. From that distance, it did look a bit iffy, didn't it? And of course, that other camera shot, he was well inside the touchline. No problems. Goal kickers ready. They're all waiting patiently for the try scorer, Joel Kane, to attempt conversion of his own try. 21 out. Right on the touchline. To bring it back to a 6-point ball game. And he's missed it. So the Eagles breathe a sigh of relief. They lead by 8 at the 64th minute at Brookvale.
Nail-biting drama, heart-stopping excitement. It's Nine's All Drama Tuesday. Woo! At 8:30, it's stormed across the US. Now from blockbuster producer Jerry Bruckheimer comes the hit series premiere, CSI.
Then at the new time of 9:30, Aaron Pedersen is a rat on the wrong side of the law.
There must be something you can do, isn't there?
All new water rats, followed by the new series of West Wing. Brilliant, all new drama from 8:30 Tuesday on Channel 9.
You like it? It's my name. Ours, actually. You see, I'm you 20 years from now. What? It's Dad's watch, right? So what are you doing here? To make your living. I'm a salesman. Not forever. How do we manage this? By staying on top of our finances. How? We do it online with AMP. That's Kim. You meet her later.
Let's hold there, Phil.
As we welcome you back to Brookvale, 52 points in the game. 30 points to 22, the home side in front. Scandalous. Centre. Simon gets rid of Tuvey and then goes a further 7 or 8 metres down the ground to the 40-metre line. Black back on the inside for Tyron Smith. Tuvey was around the bootlaces. Evans just a little bit higher up. Wide ball for Galea. Held 43 metres out from the Eagles line. The Eagles leading by 8. Hanging on as Black kicks for Sears. A chance for Sears, but Reeves beats him to the punch. Now Reeves comes back. Left foot, right foot, and then is tackled 32 metres out from his own line. Quick action stuff. Bailey. Miles. This is what Peter Sharp will be looking for at this stage of the game from his outside backs. Take some of the work away from blokes like Stringer and O'Mealy that have been working so damn hard. Evans. In fact, O'Mealy is back on the bench as Muir hits the defence line. Just inside the Tigers' 30-metre line. Walker puts a kick in. Work for Joel Kane. Equal to the task. Tackled by Alberto. The Tigers with Sears. Running it away to be tackled by Muir. Andrew.
And the man getting into dummy half is the last of the Tigers benchmen for the night. Jackson Kafusi gets his first touch of the ball tonight. A miracle worker last week with those 2 tries against the Raiders. They're calling on him again now with 15 to go.
And as you can see, only 2 interchange left for both teams. And we still have a fair time left on the clock. Still 14 minutes to go in this game.
Ben Black. Tyron Smith. Inside ball then. Galea. I fancy it. Now Simon kicks for his outside backs. He picks up Craigie. Craigie back for Simon. Simon on the boot again. One of the Tigers might have got held back, but the referee said play on. Reeves it is that now brings it back on the kick return to the halfway line. Good run, good work by the Eagles custodian. Ooh. Feel it up in the grandstand as Leisure takes a heavy hit from Scandalis.
Well, if the Eagles were feeling at all comfortable leading by 12 points, they need to reassess very quickly. Thankful that the conversion of the last try didn't go over, but the Tigers are going to show everything at them for the full duration tonight.
Menzies 33 away from the Tigers line. Tuvey for Walker, Walker for Stringer, and Stringer is put down by Runciman. Tuvey keeps it going, this wrap to the right of the ground. Kamali was taken out after he kicked it. There was nothing in it. And it's been marked in the in goal by Sayers. Now, the touch judge has come on to mark the spot where the ball landed. This will be a cuffing tackle after he kicked it on Kamali. Who was it, Pete?
I think it was Darren Sender.
Only after the ball was kicked, it was touch and go, but it was high, it was above the shoulders.
After the kick? On the kicker?
Yep. All through the in goal.
Yeah, okay. Aaron, let's keep it down. Yeah, I know, but mate. Hey, Darren, I've made the call, okay? We've made the decision. Okay, it's going to be a penalty up here on the 10 because he takes it in the in goal.
I saw it at the corner of my eye, Paul. I didn't think there was a lot in it, actually, but he certainly came in contact with him after he kicked it.
Yeah, well, I think he's saying that mainly that it was high instead of touch and go, but he was committed to that. I think the touch judge complaining that it was slightly high. Really doesn't look too happy about it.
Just wondering about this decision to kick for goal here. I'm not quite sure whether 8 in front is a whole lot different to 10 in front. I thought they might have been able to wrap the game up here if they went for the 4 or the 6. Put them outside 2 converted tries.
You'd be going for the 6?
I'd be going for the try for sure. If I didn't score in the set of 6, rolled into the in-goal area, have another go.
Walker taking the penalty there. From 12 out and practically in front, and Walker adds the 2 points. So it is the Eagles at 32. The Tigers on 22. Vossi.
Well, Ray, I'll swear blind here, and it's probably the wrong phrase to use, that Tony Archer saw this incident as it happened, watching Brett Kamali cop the interference from Darren Sender, and he wasn't going to take any action, but I guess his hand is forced once the touch judge comes in. But here, this replay will show it. Tony Archer looking pretty much straight at the interference. He stayed on the incident to see what happened in the aftermath and wasn't going to rule a penalty.
Yeah, I think that's a collision. It couldn't be helped, and really, I don't think a penalty should have been given. But I think one of the other reasons the Eagles might have taken the 2 points, Pete, is that for mine, they're looking a bit tired. And I think Peter Sharp would love to have more than 2 replacements left up his sleeve. And they needed that just minute or 2 break.
Tuvey. Scampering run. Brought memories of a much younger Jeff Tuvey to mind. Now Muir, and to the ground, and it's play on off the boot, and then Kamali realises they're all up, and the chase is on. Kane and Miles, and Kane is tackled.
Was that touched by a Tigers player there? I know the referee didn't restart it all, but I thought once Muir had thrown the football back that the Tigers may well have touched it. Obviously Kamali didn't think so.
Carlo now. I think the Eagles player put a boot on it, Pete, before the Tigers player touched it. Kafusi. I was just thinking about Andrew, talking of the referee seeing what happened to Kamali. It's very seldom they wave the touch judge away and say, I saw it, leave it to me.
Yeah, they used to, and like Greg Hartley's one that used to. So no drama, saw that, mate. Thanks for coming in, but no, that's sweet.
Scrum 36 metres away from the line. John Simon's kick bouncing and then going away at right angles. Peter made the comment earlier about Tony Archer, the referee. I I think he's had a fine game. He seems to be a young man that knows how to talk to footballers.
In you go. Get it back, John Scandalis.
It's a very big asset.
Get it back. Off Tyron.
Well, if that ball went in front of that foremost leg of Evans, I'm not here. Torrens. They're supposed to have their outside legs forward, and the ball is supposed to go in between those two outside legs of the competing props. Tuvi's pass a little bit hard. Lation did well. Nesher low, Smith high, 33 metres out. As it goes inside, that's a forward pass, I think, from Menzies. It goes forward from Torrens.
Third tackle is a scrum.
Well, Archer has called it going forward from Torrens. I'm pretty sure it went forward off the hands of Steve Menzies as well.
Well, the referee was right in line with it. He did see them. Good little ball this from Walker. Steve Menzies into some space. Good tackle from Mesha, and that did go slightly forward. The West Tigers players looked around at the ref to say, "You're kidding."
Let's get in, second rowers. In Steve Menzies.
Tigers coming away from their own end of the ground. This match has got 7.5 minutes to go. And just reminding you that tomorrow, one of those special days of sport on the wide world of sports. And of course, we start with the Masters tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. And then we go to Amy Golden Slipper Day with Simon and Ken at midday. You'll get the whole coverage from Rosehill Gardens. As the Tigers, with their fullback Sears, Kane goes inside. Oh, good tackle.
Brendan Reeves.
He had his back turned, and Reeves dealt the punishment.
He's the hero. What a great tackle. Never took his eyes off him. Didn't care what Matt Sears was going to do with the football, and just fair dinkum nailed him. Well, that's as good as you'll see all year.
I can't understand what Matt Sears went straight to the touch judge, I think, claiming that, well, it came off Brendan Reeves. But I don't think there's much there to support that.
What a good tackle by the fullback. Brendan Reeves. If he passes a second earlier, Kane goes under the posts.
Thought I was watching Graham Eadie for a minute here at Brookvale. That's what the Wombat used to do, is to line him up and just bang him into the deck.
Lation.
Well, with you covering, he had a bit of work to do, the Wombat.
Walker. That's you're talking about a bloke that captained Australia.
Drops it, puts it down.
Well, Ben Walker claiming that it was knocked out by John Simon, and that has just received support from the touch judge on the far side.
Yeah, now what do you do, Pete? Another chance for a shot at goal.
Well, now you kick for goal.
Away we go.
If you can make 10 into 12, that makes a difference. It means you don't get beaten in this game.
Well, yeah, there you go. We've got no idea. They put it out, and they want to wrap it up now with a try.
Stringer. Middle of the park. Everything is green for go. Tuvey finds Kamali. Kamali steps off his left foot, but he doesn't fool Tyron Smith, who takes him to ground. Now Tuvey pumps away at the blind side again. Menzies is there with him. Offload from Menzies, finding Kamali. Kamali away for Walker. Walker shapes on the inside to give it. He comes to the outside, puts the kick in. There's a chance there for Torrens, but it's fielded there by Joel Kane, I think it is. And he plays it 10 metres out from his own line. Scandalis. And the 15 is O'Donnell. Penalty to the Tigers. We're inside the last 5 minutes, and they enjoy a 10-point lead. Andrew used the word miracle worker for Kaufusu. Earlier on, that's what they need now, the Tigers. A double miracle. Here is Kaufusi. Just into Eagles territory. Mesha. Smith. Selective pass back for Black. Mesha. Craigie. Eagles 30-metre line. They can't go to sleep on it yet. Walker. Sears up into the play again. Then Tyron Smith finding Darren Centre. The first 2 tries of the night. As Mesha gives it away for Black. Black on for Simon. Simon then short ball, picking up O'Donnell. And Luke will play it a few metres out from the line, and that's, in fact, he doesn't because it's the turnover. Now the ball has been thrown away by the Tigers. Archer saying go and get it. Evans. O'Mealy, one of the outstanding performers for the Eagles, no doubt about that. He, Stringer and Evans. Hard to leave Muir out of that, isn't it? But they have been very, very good for the Eagles. And significantly, of course, you've had the Kamorleys and the Walkers and the Kings and the Reeves able to do something when they're working behind a pack of forwards that have been so strong. And here he is again. What an offload. Miles got it away. Did he know he's gone to ground with it? And there's been a touch from the Tigers. So the tackle count has been nullified. Tuvey gave it for Walker. Walker brought down in the tackle by Shane Walker. The tackle on Ben. Kamorley. O'Mealy. Sunday we go to Canberra for the league coverage. 4 o'clock Sunday afternoon, Canberra, Newcastle. That will follow the footy show, of course, much earlier in the day. Kamorley, Walker, inside ball, Miles. Oh, he had Muir and lost him. Certain try bomb there. Walker, Kamorley, late in the game. Menzies couldn't get a catch on it. One-on-one, Reeves scores.
Try time.
Brendan Reeves scores and looks at the referee as if to say, take this off me. I dare you, take this off me.
And he couldn't. And that'll wrap it up for the Northern Eagles. Their best performance of the year, no doubt about it. The forwards have been fantastic. They've been strong, they've been hard, they've been tough. And the backs have scored the tries for them. Little left-footer by Kamorley. He was inside that time. And then just a one-on-one steal by Reeves. Good stuff.
Yeah, not the best night for John Carlaw. He's had a few teammates say the same about Brendan Reeves. He's just been superb every week for the Northern Eagles. And why not celebrate that? Because it's been a good night for the Northern Eagles. As we pointed out earlier, they're trying to avoid 3 losses in a row tonight. Their last victory over the Roosters 3 weeks back. 2 points now makes quite a difference on the competition ladder.
So Ben Walker converts the try scored by his number 1. It doesn't bring any joy to the faces of Cement and Baba. 38-22.
And this scoreline, Ray, will at least erase some of the bad memories of the last couple of weeks. And also you've got to look forward to what the Eagles have got coming up. They run into the Melbourne Storm next Friday night, so they'd certainly fancy their chances in that match down in Melbourne.
Well, I'm just looking at the timepiece. It is, or has gone quite crazy. And I think referee Tony Archer is asking of the people back in the boxes whether or not time is up. Matter of seconds. And the Eagles aren't finished yet. Now they are. Menzies taken down by Black. And that is full time. A most entertaining game of football. 38-22 indicates that there were plenty of tackles missed. But there were some superb tries scored. And I repeat, the win by the Eagles wasn't necessarily attributable to those people that got their names in the history books. But the front rowers and the second rowers, they really laid a wonderful platform for the speed men to do the rest. Not a bad crowd here at Brookvale. We didn't get an official figure. I reckon about 11. 9,304, I'm told quickly from the back of the box. 9,304 on a beautiful night in Sydney. The Eagles at Brooky continue their very good form. Peter will wrap things up in a moment. Andrew will be with our McDonald's $1,000 man of the match, as we look forward to a Super Saturday of sport on the wide world of sports. We'll be back in just a moment.
Was the place to be tonight, an 11-try feast with the Northern Eagles prevailing over the West Tigers 38-22. The winners got 7, with King getting a treble. Stringer, Kamali, Walker and Reeves all crossed. Good night for Ben Walker. He also kicked 5 from 8 off of the Tigers centre, and Kane got doubles. Joel Kane kicked 3 from 4. Our man of the match tonight, one of the most promising young players in the NRL, and he is with Andrew Voss.
And Peter, our McDonald's $1,000 man of the match, a player who had a barnstorming performance up front for the Eagles tonight, Paul Stringer, their front rower. Paul, you'd have to say on tonight's performance, the Eagles not necessarily right back in business, but it sure beats losing.
Yeah, we went really well tonight. Turned around in the second half last week, and that put the writing on the wall for the performance tonight. We had a couple of lapses in defence, but our attack got us home. We went really well.
On your own game, in particular the first 20 minutes, you looked like a bloke who was going to try and lead this forward pack out of the doldrums from the last fortnight.
Well, Sharpie put the writing on the wall for me too. He said, I'm going to give you a start in the starting lineup tonight. If you don't perform, you can go back to Reggie. So I had the ultimatum, and it's the only job I could do.
To set the record straight, there was a nice irony tonight. Your try in the first half came off a pass from Mark O'Mealy. Now, you and Mark were involved in a scuffle outside a Central Coast pub. You've paid a price for that. Can you set the record straight? You are actually good mates.
We're real good mates. Me and my wife are actually godchildren of his youngest son, so we're really good mates, and, you know, we're working well together on the field, and I'm very proud of the fact we are mates.
All right, well, you've put the dramas of the past behind you. $1,000 from McDonald tonight for your performance. Mac your day with that, or maybe back the winner of the slipper tomorrow.
Yeah, hopefully I will, yeah. Thanks very much to McDonald's and Channel 9. Thank you.
Good on you, Paul.
The early stages of what should be a fine career for Paul Stringer. In fact, he only turns 25 next week. Has 52 first-grade games next to his name. The quality of tonight's performance shown by the fact he was only on the field for about 50 minutes. But in that time came up with a man-of-the-match performance. And alongside Mark O'Mealy up front, they really laid the platform for this very important Northern Eagles victory, justifying Peter Sharp's faith in bringing him into the starting lineup. Now, as we pointed out, tomorrow is just one of the all-time great days if you're a sporting buff, starting at 6 a.m. with our coverage of the second round of the US Masters from Augusta in Georgia. Best place Aussies Greg Norman and Robert Allenby at the moment. And then from noon, a full coverage of Amy Golden's Slipper Day. You will see all 8 races.